Sri Sathya Sai Baba says,
Education has two aspects. The first is related to external and worldly education, which is nothing but acquiring bookish knowledge. In the modern world, we may find many well-versed and highly qualified in this aspect. The second aspect, known as educare, is related to human values. The word educare means to bring out that which is within. Human values are latent in every human being. One cannot acquire them from outside. They have to be elicited from within. Educare means to bring out human values.
To put back this care in education, Sathya Sai Baba established a model of education in India, from primary to postgraduate level, based on the fundamental principle of love. Today, Sathya Sai Schools have grown to be part of a worldwide network of educational institutions, providing quality education and developing young men and women of sterling character.
Sathya Sai Education was founded by Sathya Sai Baba, who hails from India, and it was based upon a particular type of philosophy called Sathya Sai Educare, which involves an integrated system, merging both the academic part of development of a student as well as the spiritual development or character building. And today, we have in so many countries around the world 40 Sathya Sai schools who are implementing the Sathya Sai education in human values system.
I may be tall, I may be short.
A typical day at a Sai school commences with prayer, silent sitting and meditation, followed by devotional songs of all faiths and inspirational discourses. Many of these assemblies are managed by learners themselves, providing an ideal start to the day and offering an opportunity to reinforce positive attitudes and behavior.
Social pressures affecting our young ones today who are entering into the schooling system is really too great. It's social pressures, technological pressures, and generally a great moral decline in value systems.
In South Africa at present, there are 3 Sathya Sai schools, in Durban, Newcastle and Lenasia. The schools lay more emphasis on spiritual education and character development rather than secular academics. This has proven to actually enhance the academic side, consistently producing well-balanced, high achievers.
The first school was developed in Newcastle, and that began to grow from the foundation phase into the senior phase, and the second school in that particular year grew in our very place where our interview is taking place, and that is the Sathya Sai School, Chatsworth. So that is also approximately 18 years now. And now this school is a fully fledged school which caters for grade R right up to matric.
Daba Telecoms provides the township of Orange Farm, south of Johannesburg, with cheap to no cost VoIP mobile communication, the technology employed also allowed the connected schools to make phone calls to each other free of charge. In a nutshell, who can tell me what this comprehension is about?
The school curriculum in a Sathya Sai school provides for the full development of human potential and a full range of learning activities embracing the body, mind and spirit. The philosophy of the Sathya Sai Educare and the pedagogy of integral education, which together distinguish Sathya Sai education from other systems of education, underpin the school curriculum in every Sathya Sai school.
Anybody has any idea what that disease is when you have high sugar levels and it causes certain parts? Okay, Sile? Diabetes. Excellent. Have you heard that they say a smile is contagious? Like why when someone says a joke in class, like Moab is smiling now and it's making me smile and it's making Shreya smile and then Sonali smile. So a smile is contagious just like that.
The environment that the school offers also has to be conducive to the development and the nurturing of values in the student. So this is a completely universal program. It's for people of all faiths and all cultures, all backgrounds, all economic, situations and things like that. It means that it brings out the tolerance of religions. It brings out the commonality amongst religions. The essence of the program is really bringing out the common values that all religions share, such as love, unity, compassion, sacrifice.
In every curricular, co-curricular and extracurricular activity, efforts are made to integrate human values. These 5 cardinal values have been identified as truth, right conduct, peace, love and non-violence. And during lesson planning, these values are identified together with associated sub-values to enhance the lesson.
The other pillar is the unity in diversity, where they learn to understand and appreciate that they are one with nature and the universe, and that they just look different and may behave different, but really they are essentially one. And these human values that we talk about are inherently in all of them. So students learn, if they are Hindu, they learn more about Christianity, and if they are Muslim, they learn about Buddhism and so forth. So as they grow up, they develop the sense of tolerance and the sense of oneness. And then the other aspect is we inculcate this sense of social responsiveness and placing a ceiling on their desires. And they become more aware and sensitive of the environmental challenges, global warming and so forth.
5 teaching techniques are used in what is known as the direct and indirect or incidental methods. These techniques include silent sitting, storytelling, a quotation or prayer, role play and group activities, and form the broad framework for the direct method. The indirect method uses incidental value-based examples during a lesson to expound on a subject. Negative examples are deliberately avoided, and positive value-based examples are sought instead to illustrate a point.
Now, actions, these are called what? They are called what? Verbs. Right. Who can explain to us what's a verb? Bukamuso. Right. Bukamuso says we can call it a what?
In addition to the CAP syllabus, as in the case in our country, South Africa, they seamlessly get an integration of values into their particular lesson. So be it mathematics, geography, science, or life skills for that matter, the teacher would be so inspired through the training that is offered that they would naturally just integrate values into their particular lessons. So the integral education system calls for music and sport and arts and drama. So we make every effort to offer these to our students as well, so that it brings about holistic development of the child.
The this fundamental difference in unfolding secular lessons is the key to the powerful, experiential and transformational learning taking place in Sathya Sai schools throughout the world. The main features of the pedagogy of integral education are to combine spiritual and secular education through integrating human values, to use the 5 teaching techniques and also other strategies that are transformational, to create an environment of selfless love conducive to the emergence of these values. Most importantly, the teacher should be an exemplar of these universal human values.
The key is the quality of the educators that we have in the school, because they need to understand the philosophical system very much and take their knowledge of the academic side of the education and merge it with their own spiritual development, and thereby, by living the value system and becoming exemplars of human values, they can resonate that onto the students. The Institute offers training for teachers of the Sathya Sai School as well as any other teacher that may be interested in being trained.
The South African Institute of Sathya Sai Education, SAISE, ensures that the quality of Sathya Sai education through teacher training and development, standard settings and quality assurance programs are in line with the Sathya Sai World Foundation guidelines.
I want to welcome the Institute here at the school. You have made a very important, I think, difference in our teaching and in the way we run our school. We have met a few times now this year to put together a self-review document. With the help of Sister Shirley and Sister Vanita, managed to guide us through the entire process. So the section that we had to complete was the section on pedagogy and parts A to F. So subsequent to that, we had a first meeting with the staff, and then we broke down the sections on A, B, C, D, E, F, and dished it out to all the teachers in different workshops.
As in other schools, knowledge and skills are imparted, but a person's true talent and value needs to be drawn out from within them. True education should not merely be for earning a living. It is, after all, for life. In this regard, the Sathya Sai school model stands out. The school strives to be models of academic excellence, providing education which develops an active social conscience, encouraging them to render selfless service to others and be leaders in society.
In this country, we are proud to have a Sathya Sai organization which is fairly old, over 40 years, and it is this very organization that had the sense to develop these 3 schools in South Africa, and they are the ones that support the schools in cash and kind from time to time, because the school really depends largely on generous donations from them. You know, the philosophy of Sathya Sai education and the system does not go and seek donations. It, through its moral system, attracts donations rather.
Sathya Sai Educare enables learners to realize their spiritual heritage, to have unity of thought, word and deed, and thus live a full human and spiritual life.